The next leg of our trip was a visit to Perth. On the way, we stopped at Yanchep National Park where we saw lots of kangaroos. A highlight of our visit to Perth was a day trip to Rottnest Island.
I am freaking out.
Trying to eat something, but I don't have anything to eat though. They love hanging out at the bakery.
Yes. Hello. Jump table.
Keep moving. Jump.
Watch out, watch out.
Jump. Jump. I'm trying to get it.
Go away.
Go away.
I have to move.
Actually, move it back.
I can't move though because I've got a hot cup of tea.
I'm really helping you here.
We had a bus tour of the island and encountered plenty of quokkas, including one that tried to steal Lamington.
I told him not to. I thought you were going to get it on your bloody video of the trip and go, look at Mum, she can't ride a scooter.
Push down the thumb thing. As soon as you're moving, push the thumb thing down.
Oh.
It's the brakes, there's 2 brakes.
Another highlight of our visit to Perth was Kings Park. The botanical gardens there include only plants from WA, and it was interesting seeing flora from across the state collected in one place, including a baobab tree that was a lot further south than usual.
I don't like it. Please black.
Able to dive anywhere up to about 7 metres, which isn't bad for a small bird. Our pool doesn't quite go that deep. It's about 2 to 3 metres. For any fish that does drop to the bottom, I don't think too much has gone there today already. They will dive down and grab it and almost use it as a snack feed.
We moved on from Perth, and on the way we visited a few of the giants of Mandurah. These large wooden sculptures were placed in different natural environments, and it was amazing to see a few of the sculptures. There are 6 giants in total.
Okay, I've just set off on the King Jarrah walk. We're staying at Lane Pool Reserve, which is just down there. And so this hike is, they call it a class 4, 18 kilometre, allow 6 hours. So walking through the forest now. This side is pine plantation, and then this side is native forest. It's been burnt semi-recently. And we're following these green markers, so it's like we're about to head up the hill. The sky's looking pretty grey out that way, but it's much nicer over there, blue skies. It's been pretty windy for the last few days here and in Perth, and also rainy, just like little showers, and then just for 5-10 minutes quite heavy showers, and then stops. I've got a short loop you can do, and all the info for it here in an almost alarmist presentation, but I'm going to head this way, which is the longer one, and it actually takes you to the what they call the highlight of the walk, which is the King Jarrah tree, 250 years old. Here's the rain. It's pretty blue up there, so don't expect it to go for very long. Yeah, the track seems to have turned into a bit of a creek. See how not wet I can get my feet. Not too bad. Alright, here it is, King of the Forest. The King Jarrah is the biggest tree in this forest. It sprouted a couple hundred years before colonisation of Western Australia. It's really quite thick even all out the top there. And most of the bigger branches are broken off. And it's really quite big at the base here. That's this tree. There's another medium-sized tree. There's been a fair bit of rainfall, so blowing pretty good. Okay, so I'm probably around halfway around now. I've ticked over 9 kilometres on the relive. Just on the 4-wheel drive track road at the moment, but heading down to the river, WA's version of the Murray River. So I should think we go back onto the track then. Again, it's really flowing here. This is one way to get out of the rain. You stand inside this tree, which is dry. There's not really anywhere to sit. So I think I'll just keep walking, wait for the rain to stop, and then have my lunch. Alrighty, the sun's come out again now. It's quite wet for a bit there. I found a nice spot here by this babbling brook. Have me lunch, me drink, and the Nutella sandwich, and just relax for a bit. Here it is, the Mighty Murray, WA. A bit of white water there, and quite a decent flow is happening at the moment, but I guess makes sense, there's a lot of rain, so yes, blackberries. Yeah. Now it's really pissing down. Alright, we're back at the campsite now. Let's stop the trip. So 18.5 kilometres and just under 5 hours.
In Dwellingup, we went on the Hotham Valley Railway, a steam tourist train. We enjoyed the scenery of the bush surroundings on our journey.
Going up the hill now and it's really struggling. Okay, here's my review of the Jayco 1649 HL whatever with bunks. So it's a single axle Jayco expander, which I'm pretty sure you can't get anymore. And it's been really good for us. Got the pull-out beds at each end, pop top. And then pulling it with the Kia. The Kia does a pretty good job. Got my solar blanket up there, the solar input, and then inside, and then so they've got the pull out bed ends, which I love because you can open up those in the morning, and if you're in a nice bush setting like this, then you feel like you're really actually camping. The windows here at the top, I always get them open straight away and it makes it a really nice airy feeling. So plenty of light comes in there. The kids are just sharing this end bed here, even though this model's actually got bunks and it's just turned into a big storage area. It's good because you got a little table under here, so you can put these kids in a little nook, and it makes it easier to get in and out of this bigger table area here. Otherwise, it's just got the standard kind of Jayco stuff: 3-way fridge, this stove top, the water. We're just in the national park, so we're just using the tank water at the moment. But yeah, it's been a really good van.
Dad, can you get that piece of paper? That.
Can you lock it?
Yep. Yep, and then you hear the other one unclip. Anna's now an expert at locking and unlocking her thing. Just don't look down. This is the next obstacle. Okay, you all good? Take your time, you'll be alright. What about me when I get on this cranky old thing? Okay, this is one of the easier ones I'm on now, hence I can film just walking through a rope like this. And even I can do it. The ones that wobble around are really hard. Hey, we're on the ground now. Are we at the end? Yes, we're at the end. Now the way the harnesses work is idiot proof. One's locked, you can't unlock it, and this one's unlocked. So I can unlock this,
Yeah.
and then if I do this,
Locks it.
that will lock this one, which is what I think of unlocking this one. Now I can undo. So you've always got one locked.
And then you do this.
You
And
stick
chuck it
your
over
head.
his head.
Ugh. Okay, one down. And this is how we do the transition. So one of these is unlocked. Now, if you're lucky, you can reach straight to the next one. Just no, I can't reach, so I've got to go into this middle one. Unlock. This just comes off. Now this one's unlocked. This goes on here. Lock that one onto there. Unlocks from here onto there. Now we've got one locked and unlocked. Hang this baby off there. Hook them on top. Grab on. And this one's going down. The question is, how much do you trust ratchet straps that are holding this whole thing together? I think they'll come undone. I mean, they look pretty beefy, so let's hope it's solid.
So this is the last big zip line. I think it's the biggest of them all. So we're gonna film me doing it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
From growing up, we headed southwest of Bustleton. At the Nilgi Cave, we saw an impressive array of cave formations in this large cave system. We made a trip to the Cape Naturaliste Lighthouse with a tour to the top. It was a very windy day. We took the tourist train to the end of Bustleton Jetty. It is the longest jetty in the southern hemisphere and over 1.8 kilometres long. At the far end of the jetty, we visited the underwater observatory, where floor-to-ceiling windows reveal the hidden marine world beneath us.
Keep your eye out for baby seahorses as well. With the flat harsh swell, the seahorses, baby seahorse time of year.
After leaving Bustleton and the Margaret River region, we headed to the southernmost point of this part of WA, Augusta.
sticky water that's been in there for ages.
A highlight here was the four-wheel eco bike tour of the beautiful forests of this region.
Oh no. That's
Oh, no.
a bit of a drop.
Yeah.
Bit of a drop. Now let's see how this goes.
Gotta be careful of this.
Whoa,
Ugh.
whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
How's that? So I'm going out on the paddleboard today on the Blackwood River, WA, starting at Alexandra Bridge, and this is a boat ramp here. The river's really high, but it's moving nicely, so that should carry me along. The plan is to go down to Augusta. It's about 20 something kilometres, but I've got all day to do it. Just getting the paddleboard ready now. My pumping up assistants are here. What are we up to?
Working on it. Like
You get it
almost.
to 5 and then I'll get it from there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm setting off from the Alexandra Bridge boat ramp and campground, and conditions are pretty good. It's a little bit windy, but nothing too crazy. The water's nice and flat, and the wind and the current's pushing me in the right direction. This is good. So I've stopped here for a rest. Now let's see how long I've been going for. About 1 hour 40. Done about 6 Ks. So there's still a fair way to go. I feel fine, although my left shoulder is kind of starting to show a twinge of something, but just relying on the current and the wind as much as I can. Not overdo it with the paddling. Anyway, quick break here and then I'll be back to it. So I've done about 10 Ks, going alright. Some house or something over there, or a campground or something, farm, don't know. And then they've got this power lines, which is the most elaborate power lines I've ever seen. There's like pipes or something going across as well. Anyway. So I just stopped and had my lunch. Now the winds have really picked up. They're westerlies. I'm facing west now, directly. That's just this little bit of the river. And then we go to the left there and hopefully it won't be quite as bad. The river does track slightly west, so I don't know how much I'm going to get hit. The track right next to the right hand side, I think. Anyway, time to get back to it. all the wind and all the rain's gone. It's back to peaceful. Quite nice. I'm gonna get my phone out in a second, check where actually I am, and if I'm need to be picked up at an earlier point, or I can make it all the way to Augusta. Let's see. Okay, I've beached myself here. Well, not even really on dry land. Probably going to get attacked by mozzies in a sec. Just have a quick break and then hopefully I can push through just the last little bit to get back to the caravan park. I just spent the last 40 minutes or so paddling against these waves. The wind and the rain. The forecast was rubbish. Supposed to be winds easing, they're getting stronger. But I'm so close now. I can see the town over there. But I'll just keep slugging away at it. Okay, so it turned out to be an epic 26 kilometers, 7 hours. Basically the first few hours was fine, it's nice on the river, then it turned to hell because it was windy and open inlet, and then the last 45 minutes or so was a nice calm paddle through the town. Anyway, all done.
At Augusta, we visited another lighthouse, this time Cape Leeuwin Lighthouse, the tallest lighthouse on mainland Australia. Grandad, Anna and Mum took a tour and climbed the many stairs to the top. We stayed at Shannon National Park, the old site of a timber mill and a township. We visited Pemberton and took the tourist tram to the Cascades.
Like Russell quite likes to say, this place gets more rain in 12 months than other places get in a whole year.
We enjoyed the chance to have a campfire here, along with some toasted marshmallows.
As soon as the wind springs up, this whole thing starts moving from side to side. It's a bit freaky. Some of these trees, they're so thin and tall. And then there's all the really big ones as well. Okay, so escape the rain in the bush. Stand inside a tree. You good, Claire?
Yeah.
Anna, you good?
Yeah.
Rick, are you good?
Sure.
Wow. I won't even fit. I wouldn't even fit in that, would I? This bit should be good, safe. I think this should be better than the other bit. I think this bit should be better than the other bit. So safe. Mum came up.
Alrighty, we're setting off on the Bluff Knoll walk. I think it's class 4 and 6 or 8 k's or something. Doesn't sound very long, but we do have to kind of get up there somehow, so could be interesting. It's a bit cloudy, hopefully the weather doesn't change on us, but we've got plenty of stuff. Got to this summit 3 k's. At least it's a well-made path here, just steps, steps, step, step. There's a good view to the farmland up there. Good view to Anna down there. And then the bluff up there. Looks like we're getting pretty close, but I fear that it's going to swing out and around a bit more. Alright, now it's getting bloody windy up here. Okay, what's this one? Summit 1.1. We're about 2/3 of the way up. Keep going slowly. Okay, we've just come out of a really windy bit, but now we're on the back of the mountain. There's no wind again, so. The sky's a bit grey though, so we can't muck around. We'll just get to the summit and come back. Yeah. So we got about 500 meters from the top, but it's now starting to rain. You can see the clouds rolling in. It's getting quite blustery, so it's starting to turn back. Not push it. We're almost back now. Still a bit blowy down here, hard to say what it's like up there anymore, but it was pretty ugly when we were up there, so yeah, it's a really nice spot. Okay, well, we finished our version of Bluff Knoll. It was about 3 k's, we did about 2.5 k's of it and then turned around because it was quite blustery and getting pretty ugly up there.
Yeah.
So we did end up, according to this, doing 6.1 k's in just over 3 hours. They say it takes 4 hours, so probably pretty accurate. We're at the Western Lookout. This big boy here is covered in cloud, kind of partially. There's a rainbow out there too. Okay, we've got a big map update to do. Anna's going to help me. Okay, so where we last left off, we were here. And we went out to Kalbarri. Yep. And then down the coastal route, we went down to Geraldton. Yep. It's down there, that's right. Okay. And stayed there for a few nights, and then from Geraldton we went down here to Jurien Bay. No, up, go back, go along the coast.
Sorry.
To Jurien Bay, yep. And we also visited the pinnacles near there. And then from there we went south down towards Perth along the coast.
Okay, good.
Yep, okay. And stopped at Fremantle, stayed at Fremantle, and went to Rottnest Island, just off the coast, and then after that we went to Dwelling Up via Mandurah out to here. See Dwelling Up there, yep. And then we stayed in Dwelling Up for a couple of nights in National Park, and then we went down to Bustleton. Okay, from Bustleton, and then you can see the caves and the lighthouse and everything around there. Then we went down via Margaret River to Augusta. Stayed in Augusta for 3 nights. Then went up from Augusta across to, we went via Pemberton and visited Pemberton, but we actually stayed more here, like in the national park, which is nice. And then from there we went down to Albany, and then from Albany today we've just done this drive here up to Ravensthorpe. Okay, so we've now got a pretty good line around the map, and then tomorrow Esperance, and then Nullarbor.